Hi.
Hi, from Off the Shelf with Christine.
And Katie.
All right, we recently shared with you our most anticipated books coming out this year, 2023, but we couldn't resist letting you know about some other can't wait for items. Movies and TV series based on the books, and these are shows that are due out in 2023.
Yes.
There's plenty of time to read these books if you haven't yet, and then decide which was better, book or movie.
And, we love to see adaptations and hope you do too. Now, on to those movies and shows. And the first one that we're going to recommend is called A Man Called Otto. No, yes, it did come out in late December, but I am still counting it because it's on the 3rd. It came out the 30th, so I think it's too close to the end of the year. But for those who know, it's based on a book called A Man Called Ove by Frank Backman, and he's being played by the great Tom Hanks. And how can you lose out on that? He's a national treasure.
Yeah. This next up, also coming out in January this month, is The Witching Hour. This is based on the first book in the series, The Lies of the Mayfair Witches by Anne Rice. I loved this series, and I really can't wait to see what they do with the book.
Yes, and for those who may not know, Interview the Vampire also got a remake as a show, I believe on AMC. So if that's something that also interests you, go check it out. It's very much close to what she originally imagined it as. Mm-hmm. So the next book to movie that we want to recommend that's coming out is The Lying Life of Adults. It's coming out in January, and a book by Elena Ferrante.
Okay. Last show coming out in January is The Pale Blue Eye. First it's coming out in theaters, then it'll be on Netflix, and it's based on the book by Louis Bayard.
Mm-hmm. And the next book to movie that is coming out is The Cabin at the End of the World in February, and is based on a book by Paul Tremblay.
Next up is Daisy Jones and the Six, which is due in March 2023. Finally,
Yes.
2 years in the making. This is based on the book by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She was one of our popular authors back in 2020.
And I know probably Evelyn Hugo is probably being spotlighted for something.
It's in the works.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Okay.
All right, and the next one that is coming out for book to movie recommendation is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. And that is coming out in April and is based on the book, for those who know, by Judy Blume.
Then we have Killers of the Flower Moon due in May. This is based on the book by David Grant. It's got an all-star cast: Leonardo DiCaprio, Brendan Fraser, Robert De Niro, just to name a few of them. I'm really looking forward to this. This was a great book.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's based on a true story. So it's like...
And it's more of a nonfiction book, right?
It's a nonfiction book.
Oh, okay.
True
That's
story,
what I thought. Okay, and one that I'm looking forward to, because I'm more of a mystery buff, is A Haunting in Venice that is coming out in September. And it's based on the book called Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I'm looking forward to this.
And now for you sci-fi buffs, we have Dune Part 2, due November 3rd. Finally. And this is based on the book by Frank Herbert.
Yes.
I have never read the book, but I actually do love the show.
Yes, the movie is very good. Yeah. I liked it. And it's a big bulky book as well, so if you want, you have a lot of time to read it.
Definitely would say, if I had to pick, I would say the movie better than the book in this case, but
I think critics tend to agree as well, and I also agree because from what I heard, the book is a little slow, and the movie at least catches you up to speed on all the good parts.
Parts quickly.
So hey, but that's the point of adaptations. And one that we are really looking forward to, that we did our own separate review on, if you remember from back in the day.
Yes.
It was The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. It's coming out November 17th, and is based on the book by Suzanne Collins, basically President Snow and his backstory. We are so psyched it's coming out to a movie.
Super excited for that one.
Yes.
Then we have The Color Purple, which is due in December. Now, this is a newer rendition of this book that was written by Alice Walker, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with it this time around.
Yep, if you want to examine the previous adaptations, we have them here in the library, and I'm sure they're also available online. Okay, and the last one we want to recommend that I'm really looking forward to, because this should be interesting, is Wonka, that is coming out on December 15th. And is a new movie rendition of, obviously, the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. And Timothée Chalamet is playing Willy Wonka. And when I read that, I was very surprised because I've heard nothing about this so far.
This will be interesting to see when that comes out.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. And especially since he Clues playing a younger version of Wonka. So we'll see where he takes it. I'm curious.
Yes.
Yes.
So it looks like there's going to be a lot of good viewing this year. Hope you've enjoyed this little bonus video and have some movies now to look forward to as well.
Yes, and also feel free to write in the comments, what was your favorite book to movie adaptation? Mine is Shawshank Redemption, but I'm curious to see what you guys all think.
I think I have a favorite.
Hey, to each their own. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed this little bonus video of ours and you enjoyed this list and to catch up on some, good movies before all these sequels comes out. So until then,
Take
care.
Take care.